Good morning, guys. How's everyone doing this morning? Let's try. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to. Just trying to get my levels chart straightened out over here real quick. I think it'll be fine. Let me see. All right. Did anybody take any trade on the news this morning? All right. Sorry about that, guys. Seems like my charts want to move around. Good morning, Salvage. Good morning, David. I tried to trade first thing this morning on the the news. It was a reversal, but I only did it with one micro. Ended up with like $50, and that was on a funded account there. So just kind of messing around to see if I could get the pullback this morning. I thought we would go all the way back to the 50s, but we kind of got stopped by the pivot, the VWAP, and the 200. All right. Let's see. All right. So we won't post this. This is the news we had this morning. We had the core CPI and all the CPI numbers this morning. We do have FOMC member Williams speaking in 8 minutes, but I'm not sure how much he'll affect the market. So it looks like no more news for the rest of the day. That's no more 3-star news. All right. Now we'll go over Adam's numbers for the day. All right. All right. So basically, he's saying he's still holding a runner from 59.02. Holy crap. He's in a freaking 100-point trade. I decided to use some of my profit for a little short. We back tested the 60.35. So basically, anything between 60.46 to 60.20 is going to be basically chop. Let's see. If we can flush tomorrow and fail breakdown today. What are we at? 615. If we get a deeper flush tomorrow, 60.02 would be the spot to try a knife risk catch. So we're looking for 6,002 to hold up on the ES today. As you can see, we're already just kind of chopping there this morning. All right. So we might have already pushed that level for this morning, the 602. As you can see, we hadn't had the fail breakout. Actually, a couple of failed breakouts before the big news here, finding support at the 602 for us to go straight up. So we'll just keep an eye on that 602 area. So it looks like if we lose to 602, your 85, not 88 below could be a hard reversal. All right. Then your next level below the 88, if we lose 88, it's going to be your 59.72. All right. That's going to be everything below 6,002. If we continue lower today, that's for the bears. And if we stay between the levels 60.20 to 46, we can expect a fairly choppy day. Oh, damn it. No, that was on the wrong day. No, it's pretty much the same. For the bulls, we need to also hold up the 609. So between 609 and 602 is going to be the two for the bulls this morning. Oh, crap. All right, guys, we got less than 1 minute for the market to open. All right, here we go. The market's open, guys. All right. Yeah. All right. Move the ES chart off there real quick. So if the 608s, the 602s can hold, we can possibly look for longs this morning. So we got a lot of support in this area. You got the pivots, you got the VWAP and the 200. right, so that looks like our Asian low. This is our London low. Oh, sorry about that. Not really sure what caused that. Right now, we're just kind of barcoding sideways. You would think that we at least want to, well, we might have already pushed the 150s. That's to kind of close out this big, huge gap. Good morning, Andy. How are you doing today? So right now we're just in a tight range. So this is your 5-minute candle here. This is your 5-minute box. I want to say that's either Charles or David's. He likes the 5 minutes. I can't remember. It's either Charles or David's that likes the 5 minutes close. All right, looks like we're pushing pretty strong off of this area. I mean, we had a lot of support, but man, if you're looking at the ES, you could be just kind of faked out. The ES is just kind of stuck. I feel like these are the moves you get trapped in. So like if you try to take this long here and ES just goes in the opposite direction. See that? Isn't that insane? It's just too early in the morning to be getting trapped. All right, let's see if we can get below this pivot slash below the VWAP and the 200 moving average. All right, there's the push. Ah, it may stop us out. I was trying that 5-minute breakout here. That's just something new. All right. I don't recommend taking that. Yeah, I kind of feel like it could be a very choppy day today. Java. We will not try that a second time. The way that's supposed to work is your stop loss, I think, is supposed to go up here. And your entry is supposed to be here. Let's see if it's going to be a winner or not. All right, so your, like I said, your entry would have been like this 50 area. If you just look at the 5-minute opening range, there's some videos on YouTube that you can look at. I think it's like any of those open range videos. A lot, you know, they're a lot are bigger than others. My favorite ones are the excuse me, man, my throat is so hoarse today. Is the 15-minute and the hour. Excuse me. All right. What's crazy is all of our EMAs are just kind of off right now. You see how we got the 9, the 20, the 50, and the 100? Like, for the correct range, you would need your non-EMA to be on top. So as long as our EMAs are just kind of jacked up, you're going to get the choppiness until we get some kind of big move out of nowhere. I mean, it looks like the ES is trying to move up here. It looks like the ES could run definitely up to the 30s, possibly. As our high from earlier. If we rerun that data wick. Man, the ES looks like it's just priming to go. I'm going to be watching the 15-minute opening range here. Yeah, Manzini said Java, anything between 60 and 42 is going to be a straight chop on the ES. Let's see if we can get through this area here. The ES is trying to get through its gap here. Hopefully it just don't shoot through here. All right. That's not promising. Breaks through our gaps and reversed on me. Oh, it burned me, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm glad we switched over to a freaking whatchamacallit. Oh, that's gonna suck if it goes back down on me. All right, so that would have been a one in trade, but it came back and stopped us out. Oh, that did us dirty, guys. Did us dirty. Congrats if anybody was able to stay in that. That sucks. Oh well, we'll just wait for the next one, guys. Just wait for the next one. Starting to break down. Let me look at the ES real quick and see where we're at on the ES. So 09 is a critical area too. If we lose 09, we definitely could be heading down. If we lose 09, we should be heading to 02. See if we can get through this. No. Let's see if we're going to, man, if we get through the 09, man, maybe we can just drop on down to 602 and have a quick push down. We still got the lows down here at the 100, so we still got 30-something points. All right, this is what I'm looking at on the ES over here. Well, it looks like 09 was pretty much a wall for the ES here, so let's see if we can find support and stay above it. Maybe we can get the push back up. Looks like we're losing it. Let's see if the breakdown is going to happen or if it's going to be a fake breakout. If it gets back above 09, we may have to kill this trade a little sooner than I like, because that means it was just a fake breakout below that support level. All right, I'm going to have to shut that down. Woo, started off 0 for 2 this morning already, guys. Man, is this another fake out to the downside? Godly. Woo. Oh my goodness. Watch it push through. It's trying to get through those 09s. I guess there's just so much support there. Mm. The chop is for real right now. So we did get, at least we got below the 09s. So if we get open below the 09s, I would think that, oh man, it's still just, it just still cannot get through there, can it? Man, I thought I was on my account. I was on the freaking sim account. So this was the one level we discussed about us not being able to break through, that we need the bulls to hold the 609s. I thought once we got through that we would start pushing. Man, this thing is just out wrecking at the moment. So right now we just, it's hard to trade off the ES whenever the Nasdaq is below the 200 and the ES is above the 200. Let's see. Wow. Just went straight to the lows, guys. Holy crap. This done pushed down too far to kind of jump in now. All right, we're testing the nines again. Let's see if the ES is going to reclaim that 09 here. It looks like it is. Oh, look at that crap. All right, so next level down the ES is going to be your O2. I mean, it's just chopping straight down. I thought we were going to get the crash here, Ponzi, honestly. Let's see here. Wow, the ES got below the freaking. Wow, we got through both of those levels. Man, if we lose 602, we could, our next level down is going to be 98 or 88. Man, we missed this whole move down, guys. Man. That sucks that we missed that whole trade down, guys. I tried to get in that entry, but freaking got stopped out. It should push back up to retest these O2s here. That's something we can watch here. If we can find support at these O2s, maybe we can look for a short back down. How's your morning been going, Ponzi? And dancing bullets. Shit, we got above those O2s. Do I take this inversion gap trade here? Damn, we just sold right through 09. Just keep going. Make sure we don't get no kind of pullback here. All right, good thing we didn't pull the trigger on that one. I was waiting to see if we got above the 09. Oh, how do I get? Man. I'm not really convinced that we're moving down quite yet. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a big huge sell off here, Ponzi. Damn, a dirty close. That was a dirty close on that one. And we also got stopped at those O2s again. Glad we were patient on that one. Oh, we're 0 for 2 this morning, guys. It's been a rough start again. I hate when I start out in a hole. You gotta spend all morning just to try to get your profit back. All right, we finally broke out below this gap here. I wanted that entry there, but the fact that it didn't continue down. So a lot of times I try to wait and make sure there's no green candle. Man, it looks like the O2's hells. I would think that we'd push back up since the O2, to at least the O9s. All right, so if we get a push down, maybe bounce off the 9 again. Uh-oh. Shit, I think if we lose here, man, we might have to go straight to sim account only today. Dude, it has been a rough start. My goodness. We're gonna have to call it quits. Man, we're down almost what, $300 something already. Goodness. I thought once we got above that 20 moving average that we would at least try to move up there to touch the 28, sitting up at the 28. Man, be careful if you're trading today. It is definitely running stops. The dollar still looks strong, Ponzi. Man, is this another fake out to the downside? All right, we're getting through that 90 there. Man, it seems like every time we freaking it makes it so hard to jump in after you done took several back-to-back losses. We have just pretty much been chopping between, besides this one breakout, we've been just chopping between the 09 and 02 here. Man, this is the same setup we just took a minute ago. Watch it go now. ES is pushing back up, probably back up to the 09s. This thing just chopped down. Woo! I just want to see us lose the 02s and just get away from the 02s and 09 and just continue down. We got about 4 minutes before the IBL was set up. I'm hoping so, Ponzi. I wouldn't mind seeing a big sell-off and get some pretty good points on this. I've already taken a couple of losses in a row. I did take a little winner before pre-market, but then I ended up losing half of it back. We're just gonna have to watch, guys. This stuff is just wrecking some accounts. Is this the trend line here? Got 20 seconds left. Let's see if we stay out of this trend here. Look at that crap. The trend line's like, nope, send them back. All right, here we go again. All right, we're breaking out of the trend. We got 8. We broke out of the trend once already, and it got rejected hard. Let's see if this will hold. Waiting to see if this trend line is going to hold here. Looks like it's going to be a failed breakout. It looks... ES is looking... Come on, ES. ES looks like we're trying to... Like it's trying to roll back around. Shoot. I thought this is what I was looking for, all the way up to the 30s here. We just entered back in with 3 micros this time around, just to keep it on the low side so we're not risking a bunch. Somehow the menu closes. Something. I hate when that happens. Okay. Wow. This thing just crashed. Come on, Ponzi. We wanted to see the VWAP and 200 touch on that one. If we can hold that. We're holding that 09 there. So I took that trade based on the ES because this is why we kind of call out these levels when we first start. This is why we've been chopping all morning. We've been stuck in between 09 to 02. Damn, just cannot. I want to see us sell on them through the VWAP. Maybe we can, if we can get through the 200. Unfortunately, we'll still have to have a big pullback just because we're underneath the 200 moving average. Man, we still have not touched the freaking touched the 200 moving average. We need that 43 stop. That's why my next contract sells at 40. Because I was thinking maybe we would touch the VWAP or even that 200 moving average because they're right on top of each other. Yeah, shit's like it's gonna come back and stop us out again. Damn it. All right. Two longs off the pretty much the same trade. We broke out the 09. We pulled back. We found support at the 09. Then we went back through it. And now we're trying to lose it again. Is this the sell back down? I might try this risky short. I don't recommend trying this trade. This is just a I think trade. Man, if we can lose this 0-2 right here, you're talking about the Ponzi waterfall. Woof. We just got to lose that 0-2 right there, and you might get the Ponzi waterfall. May give it a little bit more room for a pullback here since we did get a couple contracts off of there. Damn. Just skyrocketed back up there. So we're back at that key level again. But that might have just been a fake out. Wow. Nothing on the runner. We pretty much ran the 0-2. Do we try to jump back in on a long here? Looking for that level to hold. Might not get the breakout on this one. Or we might not get our 10 points. Hopefully that was a trap there for us to push higher. Right now we're just trading micros on a 50K, so we are trading super aggressive. It's one of those 91% off accounts, so that's why we're trading it super aggressive this way, guys. Hopefully ES can push back up to the 14s again. That'll run these previous highs. Nah. Damn it. Couldn't even get my 10 points off of that. What's up, Outer? How are you doing today? Whew. We've been kind of up and down. Oh, no, this is no setup here. This is just based off the ES here. This is all this is. This is Adam Mazzini levels. This is all this is. All right. Look at Adam's paying the bills. All right, break even. Actually, oh, damn it. I was going to say, I probably might just risk a little bit on that one since we only have 2 contracts left. So these last couple trades have been basically based off these 09 level to 02 level. See how we're just kind of chopping in between these levels almost the last hour? Man, it still looks like we want to continue higher if you're looking at the ES over here. Yeah. These are super risky trades, guys. Definitely don't recommend taking these unless you have an account that you don't mind losing and winning on. Since it's been so choppy today that we're just strictly sticking to a 91% eval today on Bulanox. So this is why we're trading this way. Just couldn't get through that freaking 29 level. I feel like I got in too late, honestly. I should have been in right here at this session mid. Okay. All right, so we didn't get nothing on that one, guys. That one came back and stopped us out. We're also trading just 5 micros on a 50K. And do we continue down? I really don't want to get in unless I know we're below this 09 level. Because I just don't know if it's going to pull down, reject the 09 to go back up. Ooh, look at that fake out to the downside. I know it looks like it was going to go and it just stopped. Yeah, this is the only thing I hate about weather changes, man. Outer, it messes with my sinuses and so much drainage today. Man. ES is still looking strong to me. Like it just won't, because everything's kind of moving higher and higher right here with the ES, unless it just completely does a 180 on us. I mean, we're getting back above the 200 moving average. Got a good looking trend starting. What he said, 21.078 for the lows. I'm not going to consider a short unless we can get below the 609s there. Whew. I like for us to push down here, maybe find support at the 6,009s on the ES, find support at the 200 moving average, and also your VWAP. We're also in the macro time, so we're expecting a decent move here. I mean, I'm getting wrecked in fees today, guys. How much my fees gonna cost me today? We've almost got $100 in fees today. Fees are insane. All right, is it at their 10? Man, it bounced right out of that gap there. We tried a funded account trade this morning, but we were kind of 1 for 1. We only ended up with like $25 on our funded account. We didn't make no money on funded accounts today. All right, we got the ES getting back above the pivot. We've found support at the 9 again. But man, it's been so whipsawy. You thinking like it's going to move up from here, but man, it just keep kicking back so quick. Let's see if this pivot holds. Maybe this is kind of get the ES moving up now. Let's see if we're going to get burned on this. Come on. I don't like that. I thought it was just going to rip. We're just going to go to break even. All right, first target. Let's see if we get the 200 touch. This is also the macro time, so this is kind of when you're expecting that breakout move. Damn it. I'm gonna risk a little bit on this one and see if see if these will hold up. I mean, this thing is just wrecking people today, man. It's like no runners, no nothing today. Golly, it's like everything else is like, I mean, I'd get my initial 10 points, but after that, we would just whipsaw back. So that's why I kind of just go to break even fairly quick. Showing no mercy today. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to stay in this trade because the ES the ES just bounced right off the pivot there at the 12s. Yeah. Oh well. No runner love today, guys. No runner love. All we did there was just get back the profit that we lost a while ago. That was that last, because we took a loser on the last one. I mean, this is just straight scalping. Like I said, the only strategy that I'm using here is I'm just taking these based off Adam Manzini levels. So like I said, on this move here, we found support again at the 200, the pivot, and the 09. Then once we got back above the pivot, that's where I took my long gap based off the ES, but we didn't have the continued follow through like I was hoping for. Good morning, Clarity. How are you doing today? It's been up and down today. We started out like 0-3 this morning, but we had about three or four like back-to-back little winners. Then we had another loser. We've been trading pretty aggressively with this 50K 91% eval with Bulanox. And that's only because I have multiple funded accounts I got to pay for. And so that's why, I mean, I don't know if I really want another one because I got to start trading these more consistently. We passed a couple more yesterday of 25Ks, but see right now the 25Ks aren't 90% off. I tried to take a funded trade pre-market on that big data wick. We had a pullback. I made about $50, but then I lost about half of it on a second trade. Then we got another 50K funded account that we're trying to trade. We haven't taken a trade on it yet. So that'll give us 4 funded Bulanoxes. I just haven't paid for these 2 yet. So we just got the one eval that we're trading today. But like I said, we're being super aggressive with it. It's like I keep trying to shoot for the breakout to get that big like 100-point move, but yeah, I started out in the hole myself this morning, Clarity. Man, it looks like it just wants to go again. we're like in the same spot again. It's like, golly, how many times do we take this thing? I don't know. But I try to stay away from my funded accounts on like really hard trading. This is a hard trading day to me. This is hard. Not really any good trend. This is if you're good at trading range, this is up your alley. But I'm not good at trading range. I mean, this has pretty much been our price action since 950 this morning. We had the one little price action breakout right here. This was the macro time. So yeah, it's very small range today, outer. This will definitely chop you up. So this is why we stayed away from funded accounts today. This is definitely an eval only trade today. Or sim account, whatever you prefer. Because there's really hadn't really been any really good setups. It's probably gonna be one of those days you have to sit here till like 1 o'clock to wait for the big breakout. That's usually what happens whenever we're in this small range like this. Clarity, what were you just down on a funded account or was it just strictly evals? Both. Yeah, I heard Methodical Man over there taking some trades. None of the inversion gap trades were working today. Sounds like a lot of break even trades today. We got our IBL all the way down at the 57s. It's so hard to buy these breakdowns like this because you're just scared it's going to whipsaw back up. All right, we're at that 09 level. We are breaking out of the possible 10-minute opening range here. Man, we're so far. Well, it's about 20 points way back up there from there. Wow, another bounce off of that freaking 09 level. Mazzini was calling for the chop between 20 and 40. But man, this thing has been just straight chop between like the 15 and the 6,000s. You almost want to jump in short. I know, me too. Only thing that's holding me up is this freaking 09 here. I wish the ES was on the same trend as the NASDAQ, because right now, see, the NASDAQ or ES is above your 200 moving average, where the NASDAQ is below it. Man, is this the move back up or is this a freaking another fake out? I took several of these trades earlier where, we've taken the bounce above the pivot here. I mean, we got the 20 for the first 10 up there. Let's see if we can get some kind of pullback here. This would have been my first level here at the 20. If I got in that, I wanted to be in that before the 10. All right, let's see if we can get above this session mid here. I don't like how far we're away from the moving averages. All right, let's see if we can get the breakout here. This is super risky too, guys, because how far we are from the moving averages. So you might have to sit through drawdown. I should have been in this a lot sooner. I wanted to enter it around the 9 or 10 and take my first target up here to the 20s. But as you can see, we entered super late. Tom Petty time. Whoa. So here comes my opportunity if I wanted to get out of this trade here. We're at the break-even spot, so if that was a funded account, probably consider wanting to get out of that. Today is just one of those days, like every trade is just so whipsawing back and forth. I wanted to get the full 10, but I was expecting us to hit the 200 moving average. Still just struggling to get up there. Come on. We're going to go to break even. It's just struggling too bad. I don't know if I'm going to get another chance to touch this 200 moving average. We'll just have to find another entry. Yeah, I mean it's just tough today, guys. Every trade has just been so tough. Or either that I've taken so many losses, like I could just the paper hands have just taken over today. I wanted to hit this target around the 200 moving average, but we just couldn't quite get it. And it still may go, but I don't want to sit through it again. Like I said, I think the better entry was probably down here at 10. That's where I should have entered, but like I said, I just pulled it way too late. If we get through the 200, I would think that we'd at least get to the pivot, which is up at the 40s. Nope. Nope. Don't know anybody from Charleston. All right, let's see if we can find another entry on the pullback here. Oh, let's see. All right. Like I said, guys, I'm trading super aggressive on this 50K here. Not yet, Ponzi. Not yet. All right, we're going to go to break even just because we're at the 200. Oh, dude, don't tell me we're going to miss my target again. Oh, my God. That's like twice in a row, guys. Twice in a row. We done missed our freaking target. That's what I forget for paper hand in that last trade. Oh, my goodness. Oh, well. Looks like this one may be another break-even trade. Damn it. Shoot. Now it's going to go. It's going to go without us. Man, we'd have missed our entries back to back, guys. Back to backs on those. All right, if we can't get above the 200s, we possibly, I don't know. I don't know how often those work. Sometimes whenever you got your EMA, I think if the EMAs are farther away, you can look for a possible short off of this 200 moving average. But the EMAs are kind of close, so I would think that we might push back into the teens again. I mean, if we can get another push back down into this area, maybe we can look for another long out of this area again. Because right now the ES looks like it just looks like if the ES can get through these IBHs here, I think we'll have a nice little push. And your opening range high here. Okay, so the short off of that 200 moving average would at least close to giving you 10 points. Sometimes I see the moves off of this 200 moving average give you like 30 or 40 points. You better warn Nutty Bar. I see. I'm not even listening to anybody. Let's see. I guess we can listen to Nutty. All right, so there comes the breakout. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong charts. We're getting back above that opening range high on the ES. That was a nasty looking candle, guys. The heck? Man, I think we would have hit both of my targets if I was able to stay in there. I think my my next target was up there at 60s. Is this Ponzi's downtown moment? All right. We're going to stay away from this short. Man, I feel like we possibly could bounce here off of this session mid. That'll be your like the 50% pretty much mark from this morning. Let's see if it holds. We're looking to see what happens here at the 21s. See if the 21s are going to hold up. So we're losing. I just need to see maybe a print below. Because a lot of times we bounce off of this area. Yep, we bounced off of it again. 10-point bounce off of that session mid. For anybody that's looking for like trade setups, we usually get this trade quite a bit sometimes. Now we're going to rerun this wick way up here. Looking for us to run this wick here. If we got to get through the VWAP though. We're approaching the opening range high. The ES is fairly close to running that wick, so the ES may get there first, so we might not get it. All right, here's the ES. So here's the ES's data wick. It's right above 20, so come on, hold up, VWAP. What's up, Charles? The trades have been hard today, Charles. They've been hard to come by. Either a lot of break evens, no runner love today. I mean, it's been an all around tough day. I feel like if the ES can get through here, we could possibly push up to the 20s or like 30s. Oh god, man, look at this thing, just doji candle right at the IBH. The IBH, man, come on. You blew an Apex eval. Oof. Like by over leveraging, or did you trade it out? All right, there's one level. You were up, over leveraging. Yeah, that's how I usually mess up my accounts too, man. Just over leveraging. All right, we're about to hit a pivot, so we might have to have a little bit of a pullback here. We'll have to see what happens. That was actually my original target, but hey, let's see. If we get above the pivot, I'll just move my stop loss to the pivot. but we're pretty far away from our EMAs. So this is why it's always important to get your trade as close as you can to the EMAs. This is why I don't ever like any trades that I take 10, 20 points away from the moving averages. If this opening range low can hold, I feel like we should continue higher. And the reason why we chose 80 as our target, just because right above that's the high of the morning at 84s. And we could break out of that for another 20, 30 points. That's why I considered that. But 50, if I can get a 50-point trade, we're not going to worry about 20, 30 more points on one contract. I've taken a lot of trades today, Charles, but since I'm on a 50K, we've just been trading 5 or 7 micros has probably been the most. I've taken a couple 10-point micro trades on the ES this morning, and that's where I took my first loss this morning on those. So we just kind of downsized and just took a whole crap load of trades this morning. If I get above 70, we're going to go to the pivot. Because that'll be your next level. That'll be your opening range high. Come on, 70. Give it up. Nope. Might have a pullback here. Couldn't get above 70. We want to see 51 hold up here. I mean, right now it looks like everything's kind of flipping over on the north side of the 200 moving average. So you would hope that we would continue fairly high, which we could also have that one pullback into the 9 or the 20 here too. Hopefully 51 will hold. That's kind of like what I like to see hold up is that 51. If we lose 51, the next level, if I'm looking at the ES, we want to see 20 hold. We don't want to see us break back below the IBH here. Come on, 20. Hold up. Let's get a push up to the 30s. That's kind of what we're hoping for, because Manzini called a possible chop between 20 and 40. So your possible target could be all the way actually up to the 40s. So our opening range low is still holding. Come on. We're back at that pivot level here if you don't have the pivots on your chart. So that's why we're running a little bit of support here at the 62s. Like I said, if we get back up, if we can get above 70, that's where I want to take my stop loss here. Or take profit. Oh, man, we just ran right into that thing and just could not get above it. Come on, pivot. Give it up. We got two short legs. What do you mean by two short legs? Like short move ups? Oh, you mean just like short little legs up, you mean? Oh, we're on the second leg up. So as long as the 20 holds up, I'll stay in this trade on the ES here. Or the 19. But if we lose this area here, we'll probably either go to break even or close it. Uh-oh. So it looks like we're going to, yeah, we're going to go to break even because we lost that level there. Oh, it rejected. Come on. Nope. It's kind of like an all or nothing whenever I'm trading like one micro, guys. So 30, what was that, 40? So that was what, 80 less dollars, I think. Man, is this thing just going to sell completely? All right, let's see. We're back at the mid set. This is the 50% here from this morning. This is, let's see if we stay below the 50%. I don't know if we're going to be able to get the runoff here. It's struggling to move down. All right, the 50% let me down that time, guys. And that took us back down to what, $400. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, well, we're not going to enter that a second time. Ooh. Market structure shift. Yeah, that's what I get for not giving myself a big enough stop loss there. We were paper hand trading that thing just because I was uncertain. Son of a bee. Probably going to take out these lows. Smooth equal lows. I don't know. Maybe we can find another entry if we can pull back into the EMAs here. All right, we'll try one more push down and see if we can get the push. I wanted to. Okay, this one's not looking too promising either. Especially if we have to pull back up to retest the freaking 200s up here. All right, we're just going to close this one because we're already... Oh, goodness. I know that one just shotgunned up, didn't it? Dude, I cannot believe that ES got back above the freaking IBH on that one. Man, it did me dirty, guys. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I felt like as soon as we lost that IBH, we were going to continue down. Like the ES would at least pull back to the VWAP or even the 200 moving average. Knock that crap back down a little bit. You just hit your break even. Yeah, this is tough, man. Like I said, eval only 90% if you have one. Did not expect that, man. I thought we would at least run those lows down here. So now we just have to wait for a pullback if we want another entry. I'm not going to jump back in up high up here. If I wasn't streaming, guys, I probably wouldn't even be trading this mess. This is definitely pretty tough. There haven't really been any good setups that I like to take, but I've been just taking I think trades, basically, just based off levels. Nice clarity. Would you be able to hop in this long here? Woo. I wish I saw that coming because I was thinking we were about to sell back off a little bit. I thought we would at least run these lows down here. That's what I was looking for us to run. Just all these, this area here where we have consolidated a lot. But man, we just kind of hit the brakes at the 100 and bounced. Oh yes, it is. It's a tough one today, Outer. It's been a pretty wild month. I can't wait till stuff just kind of gets back to normal with the market. Now the pivot wants to hold. That's what we were looking for earlier whenever we were taking that long up here. I'm going to wait for us to hopefully get a pullback into the 9 to 20. That's the only thing I can do right now. And that way we're not taking a trade so far away from the EMAs. Oh man, it's like when you have that red and struggle, and it's like heaven when you see that little green. Oh man, what a freaking awesome trade on the reversal this was. It was like a straight V-shaped reversal. Are you back in a long again, Outer? So what I'm doing here is I'm waiting for our moving averages to catch up to the market. Either that or I like to see the pullback into this area here. Or form maybe a bull candle, get a little bull candle with the trend line. Yeah, we're not going to jump in at the highs up here, outer. We got to wait for a pullback. So all right, is this going to be finally our little bull candle here? Or yeah, bull candle. I mean, we still have the possible IBH breakout too. See if we get above that opening range here. I want to see us above the 70s. Oh, couldn't get above the 70s. It's in premium at the moment. Trying to wait and see if we get above this pivot here. Seconds left on this candle. If we start, let's say if we lose the pivot, we may consider closing this. Dude, this thing better not miss my, man, come on. I done getting so close so many times of hitting my profit target today, and we done missed out on like two trades at least, I know. We're going to go to break even because I just don't like that it's hesitating. Son of a bee. Sometimes you just see it hesitating and just will not push. It's just better to go to break even. I tried to, but my copy trader is not up to date. Clarity. I have the Apex copy trader. But every time I've tried to use it, but I guess I need to update it, and I haven't updated it yet. Well, at least the pivot's holding. If we lose the pivot, we might close it a little earlier if we lose the pivot. Ah, crap. I should have went to probably break even. I thought we were about to get above the 70s. Sometimes copying can be tough. Yeah. I prefer to trade multiple accounts because sometimes I take a lot of trades during the day. And so sometimes I'll just take a trade. It's either a winner or loser, and we'll switch in and out of accounts. But since we really don't have a lot of accounts to trade at the moment, because most of our accounts are funded accounts, we've only got like maybe 2 evals to trade. I don't think this one's going to make it just because we're losing the pivot here. Well, it's still holding. Above 70, we'll go to break even just because it's struggling so bad to move higher. Dude, every trade's just been a struggle today, guys. Oh my God. This is like the 3rd trade that I've gotten within like 1 point of my target take profit. No way. Come on. Don't. Oh my goodness. Don't come back. Oh. We got within like 1 point of our target again. Oh well. Another possible break-even trade if this opening range high cannot hold. Okay. Man, guys. What's going to suck? We're going to probably end up taking another bounce out of this higher low here and just go straight to the moon. God, I cannot jump in this thing a 3rd time. Yeah, I wouldn't mind copy trading some evals, but I'm not sure about funded accounts yet. I mean, we've had really good support at this pivot here. I mean, we've bounced off of it at least 4 or 5 times already. That's probably going to be the bounce there. Let's see if we make it up to our IBH. I think 75 was my last target here because we were in around the 65. It's just above the pivot here. But like I said, there's just no way. I just didn't want to take that 3 times in a row. So I think around 83 would have been my next target, just right below this IBH initial balance up here. For anybody that's possibly still in this trade. All right, we're going to get the shotgun through the IBH, or is it going to... Man, I think we're going to get the shotgun through. That's what it feels like. The ES is above the... another level at the 25s, 27s. Man, guys, third time would have been the charm on that one. There's above the IBH. God, we're so far away from these, though. It's like, God, how risky that is. There it goes. Oh, my goodness. What a big move, man. Goodness. The pivot paid, guys. The pivot paid. It's just you just had to work it where you didn't get stopped out. Where you just went over leveraging. Man, that's like the second time we've been taken out of trades by like a matter of points. Man, are we going to break this and run that pivot back up at the top? What, 200s? We're going to risk very little, guys. So we're only going to risk 5 points on this trade. This way, if it just comes back and stops us out, we're only risking, what, $70? If it doesn't go, it's not going to go. Right below. Okay. I was trying to put it right below the IBH there, initial balance. That's a big old wick. It needs to take out that wick. Above 95, we'll probably just go to break even. Since we're so high up. All right. I don't know if we got enough room for the runner to run because may have to pull back into our EMAs. What's up, Pine Tree? How are you doing today? Trying to see if I can get some IBH love today. There's the 32s that we have talked about for a little bit on the ES. If we get through the 32s, we should push up to the 40s. Then I think that's the chop area for Manzini this morning is between the 20s and 30s. Nice on the big green day. Our trade's been up and down today. All right, so I didn't like when we get anything on the runner, guys. If we can pull back, we maybe will enter on 2 micros or something. Just keep it small risk because that's what we were. That's what we were in. Let's see if we get a retest of the IBH here. Oh, damn it. This is just 2 micros, guys. 2 micros. So we're only risking, what, like 8.16, about $30 on this trade if it comes back and stops us out. This was the IBH retest, so it pulled back, retested. I wanted to enter sooner, but I didn't have my I didn't have it set up correctly. We'll just do right below the 200 there. Do we give him more room to go? Maybe I will. I'll just do a break even here. Let's see if it'll go. And that was your IBH retest. I should have had a better entry. I should have been in the 80s. See how we pushed above our IBH. We came back, retested at the 84s, but I had to get my ATM strategy set up. And so I'm not sure how much farther we get because this is already up about 30 points already from this initial balance. But I mean, I've seen us run 100 points off of this bounce, so never know. Freaking the ES just hit the IBH 1.5 here at the 33s. I want to say not on the evals, but I think with the funded is 40%, Charles. It's either 30 or 40. I can't remember. I would have to look. But I feel like theirs is always a little bit higher. All the prop firms have been changing their rules lately. It's not like it wasn't hard enough already. May risk some of our profits here to see if this will hold up. Because it's only one micro, guys. Or maybe we can add if it can come back here and retest. So, like I said, we're in this trade for 1 micro at the moment with 12 points. So we're in it for $24. If it comes back and stops us out. So if we start losing the 84s, we may even consider closing. Looks like we are losing our 84s. So that might be all the IBH love we get today, guys. All right. This is also kind of like where Mazzini said this can turn and just chop. So we just got to wait and see what's going to happen down here at the pivot. Whew, look at that sell off right now. All right, so you said you're waiting for the order block. Is this is the one you're talking about, right? This area? This one? Or this one? It reset at the equal highs. Okay. I don't know. I would think that we'd get that 50% pullback here, all the way back down to the 36s. Let's see if we get back above this IBH here. Did you take your long off 72 outer? You missed? Guys, this is also just 2 micros. We're not over leveraging at all or anything right now. Basically what I'm doing is just I'm just looking for big breakouts on micros. If we don't get the breakouts, we just try to go to break even and just settle for whatever we can get. So we're just in very, very small leverage at the moment. So that should have been your entry there. I like to see us clear out this gap here. We have another little gap here that you think that we would clear out. All right, so it looks like we're losing 84. All right. You were doing your lunch. So what are we risking per trade? I think we're risking like maybe 40 bucks or something like that because we're, like I said, we're only using 2 micros. Yeah, so these trades that we're losing, most time it's like anywhere between 20 to 40 bucks. It's getting to that time of the day where you want to call it quits because you'll sit here and overtrade during the lunch hour. My camera freeze? No, that's just that one. Guys, I think we're going to take a break at 12:30 here. I was just because if I sit here, we're just going to continue taking a lot of entries and over trading. I think I'd rather just wait for power hour, come back and see if we can find something during power hour. And that'll be from 3 to 4 guys. Man, it's been a battle here at the at the IBH here. So the way Adam Mazzini put it today, if we stay between the 20 and 40, it's just going to be it's just going to be a chopping back and forth. All right, guys, I'll be back in a little bit.